Alright, I'm going to attempt to make a little tutorial video on how to do a pour over for you here. So first you're going to take some of your coffee. You got to do this all one-handed. Make it a little more difficult. Weigh it out on your scale. It's usually like about 2 scoops of this thing. Maybe a little over a tablespoon and a half, I don't know. And you want to measure out 23 grams of beans. That's pretty good. Close enough. And then put them in your grinder. I've been kind of heating up the water here to target temperature about like 205 to 210 or so. I'm gonna put the lid on my grinder here and give it a whirl. It's got settings like from 0 to 40, and on this particular machine I have it set to about 18 or so. I'm gonna get that going. While that's going, we take our V60 scale. You're going to take your hot water, which is now completely heated, and you're going to pour into the filter to wet it. Serves to get kind of the paper taste out of the filter, and also to heat the vessel that you're going to be brewing into. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to dump the water out, so set this aside for just a second. Do a little swirl. Get rid of that water. Now, put this filter back on up here. Take my coffee, I'm going to pour it in. And I've been using a little bit of a coarser grind. This is a kind of a look at what it looks like up close. It's about maybe a little finer, about the same as like sea salt. Okay, so now we're going to tear the scale, and we're going to take our hot water here and we're going to do what's called the bloom pour. So I'm going to start the timer, and I'm going to pour twice the amount of water onto the grounds as there are grounds in weight. So about 45 grams of water for 23 grams of coffee. And I'm going to let that go for about 35 to 40 seconds. You can see kind of some of the CO2 is escaping as the bloom is going. And here we are about 35 seconds. So now I'm going to start my pour. I'm at 45 grams. I'm going to do kind of a gentle pour, working my way out from the center, not pouring on the edges. I'm going to pour up to a weight of 150 grams of water and then stop. And kind of progressively pour a little bit more swiftly as I'm going. And now I'm at 150. I'm going to take a break. Let it kind of go through. I think Michelle's coming downstairs to come make fun of me. Here I am just talking to my coffee. So like, let most of this pour through here so you're not pouring into a puddle when you go for your next pour. We're going to go from 150 to 250 grams of water. So here we go. And a little bit more aggressive the second time around. Kind of get things agitated. Make sure you're saturating all the grounds. And that's only 243, because I can do a little more. Okay, 250. And I'm going for a target weight of 300 grams. So let this kind of drip down and then do the final 50 gram pour. Trying to finish around 3 minutes or so. And just to kind of keep up with the time, I'm going to do the last 50 grams here. And a real swift pour to get everything swirling. And I went a little over. It was a little sloppy at the end. Total weight's 308. It's a little rough. And we're gonna let that kind of finish. I'll grab a trash bin for the filter. Makes it kind of nice and clean. The time, we're a little bit behind right now. 250. But this is the last bit kind of coming through. You can start to see the ground bed there and the last final drips. And just finished at 302, so we're actually right on time. I'm going to take my filter out. Take the V60 off the top. Give everything a nice swirl, kind of get it all mixed up. And pour it in the cup. Yeah, 300 grams of water makes pretty much one perfect cup of coffee in terms of volume. And that's pretty much it.